In a world that often celebrates youth and speed, we forget where true strength resides. It's not in the loudest voice or the fastest steps, but in the quiet resilience of those who have weathered life's storms. This is the story of a woman the world almost overlooked until her unseen courage changed everything. Margaret was 67. To most, she was just another face in the neighborhood, someone who moved slowly, spoke softly, and lived simply. But beneath her quiet demeanor was a life of hidden battles. A widow of 12 years, a mother who had buried a child, a woman who had known poverty, loss, and loneliness, and yet still smiled at strangers. She had once been a nurse, holding the hands of the dying when no one else would. She had worked nights, saved pennies, and carried burdens without complaint. But time had a way of making people forget her strength until the day the storm came. One evening, a flash flood swept through the town. Streets turned into rivers, power lines snapped, and in the chaos, a little boy was swept away by the current. People screamed, some ran for help, others froze in fear. But Margaret, she moved. Her body ached, her heart pounded, but she had spent a lifetime carrying the weight of others. This was no different. With strength she didn't know she still had, she fought the current, grabbed the boy, and pulled him to safety. When the cameras came, she refused them. When they called her a hero, she shook her head. I just did what was right, she said. But the lesson wasn't in the act itself. It was in the lifetime of choices that led her to it. Margaret's life taught us what we so often forget. Strength isn't about power, it's about persistence. She had spent decades getting up, even when life knocked her down. Kindness is a quiet superpower. Her small acts, over years, built a legacy far greater than one heroic moment. The world needs unseen heroes. Not every act of courage is witnessed, but that doesn't make it any less vital. We dismiss the elderly too quickly. We assume their best days are behind them. But what if their greatest strength is the wisdom of survival? The courage to keep going when others would have given up.